Hi, I'm Joseph Muncie, and throughout the course of our capstone project, I feel like I learned quite a bit because I've always thought of myself as a visual and like hands-on learner, and it's really difficult for me to fully grasp the process of recording and producing an album or EP, uh, like what it takes without actually doing it. So I was able to actually see what it's like to be in a studio with the band and seeing how they work and the different roles that everyone plays within the studio. And I really feel like completing this capstone has helped me learn a lot more than hours and hours of lecturing really could have if I just learned about producing an album rather than just actually like doing it like we did. And one of the things I felt had the most impact on me during this project was the process of editing the EP, which actually helped made me realize that that's pretty much exactly what I want to do as a career eventually.
That's really cool. I actually didn't know that you came to that conclusion. That's awesome. Um, I'm Dylan, and I've done a couple albums in the past, but they've always been kind of broken up into individual sessions and chunks. And we've never done, or personally, I've never done an album over the course of just like 2 days, like a whole album in 2 days. So I learned a lot about managing the artist's expectations of that process. It's not something that they can just come in, do, and then it's done. It takes a lot of time, and kind of showing them that process was a really important thing for me to learn. And then whenever they wanted to do something really weird, knowing, like, kind of learning on the fly, but also knowing from past experience how to like accurately and very quickly and effectively achieve that. That was really solidified during the process. Um, Again, with managing a session, keeping spirits high was pretty difficult because whenever we were stuck in that recording studio for, what was the total? Was it 22 hours?
Yeah, I think that was about
Uh, it was either that or really close to 24.
Yeah, it was either 22 or 20, somewhere around that range. Keeping energy, keeping it light, keeping it so that everyone's kind of um, just keeping it moving. That was a really hard thing to learn to do, just on the fly. So that's it for me.
I'm Jacob. Uh, this was definitely a first time experience for me. I have worked with Dylan for like Hub City sessions once, maybe twice, and I've done some individual recordings of maybe 1 track, 2 track with a couple of friends of mine, but nothing on this scale, this quick. Like Dylan said, keeping spirits up for, yeah, there was a 7 hour break for sleep and a 1 hour and a half maybe break for dinner. But being in the studio that long, yeah, it really helped having Dylan and Joey there with me to kind of keep me going, and just the high energy of the band in general. Uh, that really helped. I think at one point our vocalist fell asleep on the studio floor for a solid 5 minutes. So that making fun of him, that was always fun. But yeah, this is the first time I've done something like this on this scale, which I feel like has really helped me kind of pave a way to what I want to do with my career for the rest of my life. I feel like this is where I really want to be. I was kind of leaning toward live sound for a while just because that's the experience I've had. But having such a joyful experience doing this and working with the tape machine, that was a whole lot to learn really fast because I'm like Joey, I'm a hands-on learner. That was a whole lot to learn really fast, and to be able to get it right after 2 or 3 tries of this being the first time I'm able to touch one and have tape to go through it, that was in and of itself an experience that I think we all kind of learned from and enjoyed. But yeah, that's it for me.